What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Check the Record. I am your co-host, Khrissy B, joined with my homies, Python P, Big Bucko. What's the deal?
Chilling, man.
Chuck Dizzle live and direct.
There we go.
He was waiting up.
Like Big Bucko, so I had to figure out, okay, live and direct.
Live and direct, the one and only.
Yeah, can you feel the power? I just want to know. Can y'all feel the power right now?
Right here.
Yeah. In the presence of greatness right here.
The homie TF.
The homie TF.
He's like everybody's low-key day one, though.
Yeah.
Real homie.
High key, actually.
High key. Now,
I'm feeling the power, but I'm also feeling my mortality, man. Like, this last week, I woke up, I seen like a patch of gray in my baby.
Oh, so you there. And you ain't even, you know what's crazy? You don't have kids yet. Can you imagine?
wait, great.
You got gray in the beard.
You got, no,
I had gray, too.
It wasn't even a strand. You know, first you see a strand, you like, okay. Nah, it's like a whole little prop circle.
That's dope though.
That's wisdom.
That's what I said. I agree.
No, I'm embracing it, but it's just weird seeing that because, you know, I ain't never.
I've been having gray since I was like 15, 16.
You stressed.
Early.
Yeah, I was living a life.
That's live.
A life.
So yeah, man, I'm trying to like get through that, man. Now I'm just cutting my beard off. I don't wanna.
Embrace it.
Look,
Marv's got crazy grays too, so I think
Okay, so it's like that.
Well, Tia, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Pulling up on us here at Shakawear. Shout out to Shakawear.
Get us right, man.
The album Feelin The Power came out October of last year.
Friday the 13th.
That's when it came out?
Was that intentional?
Yeah.
Or just coincidental?
No, we were shooting for September 7th because of the record, my record off No Hooks, September 7th.
Oh.
So we're shooting for September 7th, but I'm like, we're still kind of like, I don't know. So the next date that was like kind of like dope was Friday the 13th, October 13th.
Wow.
And it actually was, I was really feeling the power because mad motherfuckers dropped that day.
Oh, it was the population of music and music heads and just the audience was there.
Yeah, so when I came up with the date, everybody was like, you know, Wooty Wop dropping and Wooty Wop dropping and Wooty Wop. And I'm like, shit, I'm dropping too.
Dropping too, right? I'm in the mix.
It's a great week to drop, man.
15 songs on the album. And this, I feel like we have this conversation every single episode. It's a full album. It's a full album versus to, I guess, what the norm is around 6, 7, 8 songs.
Yeah.
For a hip hop head, of course, I can appreciate 15 songs because it kind of, each song tells a story.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cohesive. We're going to get into it though. It's very cohesive, but you're so good at storytelling.
Yeah.
I want to slide down on somebody, roll it. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no eyes. I ain't sliding. But I'm just saying that's the energy I get when I listen to a TF album.
Yeah.
You rapping your ass off. So let's get into it though. First of all, Python, of course, you know, of course we love you being here, but he was definitely rooting for you because, you know, he got a few joints on that thing.
It wasn't just because of that. I mean, I really wanted him to like.
We wanted you here too though.
No, yeah, Python was super instrumental in that.
Yeah.
He like damn near helped curate the whole, you know, like it was me and him in the studio every day, like every session.
Low-key, no,
No, it wasn't a party. It wasn't none.
I seen a couple of those on live stream. You was on IG kind of straightening some of that. You know what I'm saying? It was
teasing the whole time.
Like, hey man, cut that off.
I'm not even knowing. I was looking at him talking, and I'm like, who the fuck he talking to?
Right, you see a notification go like,
Wait, oh look, man, we in the age of content, man. Just being ready for that.
Mid album, man.
So the opening song on the project, Can't Feel It.
Yes.
I want to say, can you feel it?
It's really
but it's
supposed to be, I can feel it.
Okay. Why you changed it to Can't Feel It and not I Can Feel It?
It was just a type that.
Okay. Oh, that's a typo.
who tried the ball?
Typo with uploading. I would say it was on me.
Yeah, but shout out to man. So
Because I want to say, can you feel it?
I can feel it.
I Can Feel It. Produced by
That's a fun fact though. So that was actually a mistake.
Yeah.
That's great. So when stuff like that happens, do you go into automatic, let me fix this motor, or you just kind of, man, hey, you know, it's out, F it, let's just let it roll? Because I mean, you could have updated it.
No, I can still update it. But it's just like,
Why?
I'm not like I'm not a stickler on certain shit. Like certain shit, if I want it to be like this, we gotta make it like this. But you know, the record stands alone on its own. it really don't matter if I change it or not.
Are you the type to where it's like, once it's out, it's like, man, I don't want to edit this. Like, it's out. You just got to live with it. You more like that? Or will you go back, like, once it's out, will you go back and edit everything?
Nah, you just,
more so?
I like being raw.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, like, having this conversation, it's like, yeah, I was the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just make for even better.
Everything's scandalous.
So I'm kind of curious about that. You guys working in the studio, when it comes to, okay, I got this idea, or I think this works better. This works. This doesn't work. How does that work amongst you guys, producer to the artist? Like, how receptive are you to taking feedback and criticism and changing things around, or being a stickler and said, nah, I got a vision. I want this to be the way it is.
No, that's how it was. It was a lot of back and forth. It was a lot of back and forth. It was like, we'll have a beat on, I'll go in there and say some shit, or I'll just mumble. Like, that intro song, that was really the intro of us recording the album.
Really?
So we was sitting in there, like, I was just in there, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And, like, I don't even have a direction. You feel me?
Yeah.
Until that record. And then after that, it was like, everything has to be better than that.
It sure set the tone.
That set the...
It set the bar high.
I'm like, damn. Even I was sitting there, like, he like, what you on right now? I'm like, what you mean? He like, you still sober, right? I'm like, yeah, but that's how I was feeling.
Right. So me doing a project with him, like, and he coming in, sober. So yeah, so it's like a whole new thing that we try to figure out.
Did you guys have that conversation prior? Like, yo, man, I'm kind of like, me as an artist, not good, but the insecurity comes into it. It's like, yeah, this is a new process for me. Do you share that with Python, or when you're talking to producers to kind of create this mold?
Yeah, hell yeah, because this wasn't our first time recording.
Right.
We had did the whole scale. He had a lot of production on Scala's level. You feel me? So those sessions we was lit.
So see the transition to that.
You see the transition.
Sure.
So we started recording in March.
Yeah, we started in
March, and so the months prior to March, we were just in there like what we doing?
Yeah.
You feel me? Then I heard the beat, and that shit turned into that.
It sets the tone for sure. Like, the bar got set. You do a good job with, like, opening records anyway, and then you follow. So so the second song on the album is it Ignorant or Ignite?
You got a mistake?
That was actually.
And the reason why I asked, not to cut you off, is because when you guys are in the song, they're saying ignorant.
Yeah.
It's pronounced. So I'm like, is it supposed to be ignorant, or is it? But everybody say ignorant.
Right.
Ignorant.
That's the double entendre.
Right.
You feel me? The ignorance of saying ignorant.
It's all bliss, you feel me?
Shout out to Ice Cold Bishop, man. I love when you guys get on records together, man. You have this screaming sound and the high pitch. I feel like it's a good way to kind of like balance out a record, man. Talk about, getting him on a joy and what that does, bringing the best out of you, bringing the best out of him, and what that does for the project in itself.
That record actually wasn't even supposed to be on the album.
We got a lot of accidents happening. We on track too. How did that one actually?
But that's because of the back and forth and the creative process and really curating the sound. You feel me? To go from I could feel it to that.
Right.
Like it was another piece that was in between that, like some shit that we cut off. That the whole everything. Yeah, the whole everything scandalous, you bitch ass niggas, and then it goes into that.
Right. And shout out Juice, because even he came in and did extra production on it. Just to, like I said, it wasn't even going to make the project.
Shout out my boy Juice. He the one produced it. So
who fought for the record to be on?
I mean, I kind of fought for it because he was like over. He was like, man, this don't match the project, this and that. I'm like, no, man.
It does though.
But this what it was. We listening to it. We listening to the album. Sometimes we'll have sessions. We just sitting there and listen to it.
Yeah.
Like that was majority of the sessions. Like it took us like 2-3 months to finish the whole album. But I feel like probably 75% of the time we was sitting in there.
Yeah.
Like
Figuring out the
layout,
of the guy.
the sound, the vision, like trying to see the album, like record for record.
Is that something that you're always intentional about, or is that something you developed over time?
No, I always that's always
What's
the
your
point. Especially with intros. The intros that set the tone for it. I feel like. So I always try to make sure I got a strong intro for sure. But yeah, so with that record, we had like a rough draft. Well, it was actually the final, but before we finalized everything, I sent it back to Juice like, it's missing something, man. And he like, oh shit, I forgot about this shit. And then he put the twist on and sent it back, and I'm like, oh yeah, this the one.
That's when you feel.
And so once you heard the final version, it fit your idea of what you wanted coming in track number 2.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, well,
All right, so that's Ignorant.
Ignorant.
for sure.
Third song, Power Up. I love this record. Power Up is hard. 1 and 2 is good, but 3 really kind of, I always feel like there's a song that really opens up the album. And this was it. This is where it got like, okay, nigga, like we here. You know what I'm saying? This opened up the project. This is when it started to open up. You are just good with rapping. When I hear you, I'm like, I know people don't. If somebody didn't know who TF was, I'm like, they probably think he's from the East Coast.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get that a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's your production, like like the production or the beat you choose, but it's the way you rap too.
Yeah.
And the way you put your words together. You just sound like you should be like one of the members of Griselda.
Yeah.
Like for real.
That almost happened.
Really. And there's some songs later on the album too that we're gonna talk about, because I feel like you low key got the West Coast version. Like there's a couple of you and your homies that low key can get that going.
Wait, hold on. Wait, time out. You said, oh, that could have happened. Like
this.
Honestly, like why did it? How come a situation like that didn't pan out, or is it something that could be on the table? Like where are you at with that?
No, that's they definitely fam, but like 2019, 18, 19, around there, like we had there was some shit in the air.
Conversations.
Yeah, just just some conversations and shit. Me and Worthy. But I think
Jay
they,
Worthy.
yes, yeah. I think they end up sliding Bolden James around that. So nice.
But even going back to you saying like, you got that West Coast feel to him. That's why, we had this conversation. It was important to me to like, as far as his album, is to like, he still have that West Coast grit to him.
Right.
But sonically, everything is universal.
Exactly.
So you got songs like Float, you got songs like, like Power Up, things like that, to where like, it's not just your typical West Coast type of music. So now people in the South, people up North, people in the Midwest can all rock to it, because it's like, yo, it's something for everybody in there, man. So I
completely agree.
Yeah, you give a commercial, universal sound, but he still stay who he is.
Yep.
You gotta go.
Do you take pride in that? Like when somebody says, "Oh, you don't sound like you from the West Coast," what does that do for you when you hear that? Is it like, oh yeah, that's intentional, or it's like, I don't care about, I'll get into that, or damn, I do want to make sure I stamp who and where I'm from?
I think you can hear where I'm from in the context.
Yeah.
The storytelling.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, like certain words, they need to say squab.
Right.
But like, so like certain words you can hear like, okay, this nigga really could rap, and it's from the West. But I think it's the beat selection too that
It
kind
is
of
the beat selection.
how you like, damn.
It is the
No.
beat selection.
But at this point, I
And
think
the
everybody
cadence.
told us that in now.
Yeah.
Of course, for sure.
And the cadence.
Yeah.
Next song, For the Love. I love this song also. It's another one. This the one I'm sliding. Like this the one I'm really
Khrissy
sliding.
B got some ops in him.
I swear.
And you also do a very good job with your visuals. This song has a visual, and I don't know if you remember, I was blowing this shit up like in your comments, like this, the song, the words, the lyrics with the visual just matched. You told it, even though you were literally just in the car driving, but it was just a vivid story that you were telling with the song. And I mean, it's just another like rapping your ass off, and the visual just kind of topped it off.
Yeah, shout out my boy Polly Boy.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? That was actually for me and his album.
Really?
And I took it I'm
I snatched that.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
mine.
because we listening to the album.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, let's put this right here. And we listening to the flow of the album. I'm like, I call it.
I bet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use this.
That's all split.
When you get into situations like that, when it comes to like swapping songs, is there a discussion as to like you say this sounds better for my project? What it probably is like, damn, nah, I think it sounds like. Is there a okay? Let's put it on both, or how does that work? Where's the negotiation process and like, let me ultimately put it on my versus his.
Well, nah, like, cause the album with him is like that's a collab album. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's at the end of the day, it's like I was recording with him to finish to do our album, and it just so happened that I ended up making that intro, and that trumped everything at the time for me. I'm like, nah,
I got to put more focus into this.
I'm like, whatever. I'm like, that record right there just shifted everything. I'm like, nah, like, after that record, I'm like, this the album.
Got it.
Like, I talked to Doe, I'm like, bro, we got the album. He like, all right, send it to me. I just sent him the one song. He like, nigga, what the rest of it? No, it's nothing else but this the one. Yeah. And he was like, damn. So, that's how I felt, and just off that one record. So, that trumped everything out there. So anything I had going on, like I had like a few other records that I was just placing shit around, boom, 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 and For the Low was one of the records. But yeah, Uzi, he probably good with whatever. He like, yeah, that's more new, let's do it. Shit, just make sure I'm primary artist on that motherfucker.
Right.
That was gonna happen anyway, nigga. They left.
I just get curious on that. Like, if there's something that you feel strong about, and then he feels strong about, or same thing with Python. When there's strong personalities and you both feel a way, where does the negotiation come in? Who typically wins? Is it based off of, yo, I'm better at painting the visual, so it makes sense, or I'm the one that did the production? Like, I'm always curious on how that ends up working out when it comes to artists and producers and ideas and just being creatives. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm always open. I'm not the type to be like, nah, I gotta be this way.
Right.
You feel me? If it sound better your way,
Yeah.
let's run with that.
Right.
But let's hear everything. Feel me? If I got an idea, let's lay that down. Let's fuck with it. Let's try it. If it don't work, we try your way.
Right.
And what you think, man?
Right.
We might run with your idea.
You
know what I'm saying?
And with me, it's like, I'm very selective in what I work with. So if I'm working with you, it's because I'm a fan of what you do. So usually in the studio with the person, I kind of let them rock out because I'm like, I want to see what you do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm going to put my input, if it's ads, but I'm easy to work with because I'm like, yo, like, do what you do. I'm going to let you know. I'm basing off of quality. That's all I care about. The quality is there, but no, as far as like, what TF do, I'm like, bro, like, do you. You know what I'm saying? We figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Just so he can have free range. So like, not like being a boxer, or not do it this way, do it that way. Like, I don't work like that. So I like to like let that person just be free. And we just keep throwing paint until we figure out like what works, man. But
And I think that's why it sounds as cohesive as it is.
When you guys are in the studio together, are you like making beats on the spot, or do you already come to the studio? Because I'm sure you know his style by now.
Yeah.
So are you already coming with the pack ready?
Yeah,
or are you guys kind of creating, started the creative process
to make it easy
from scratch?
flow, I'm already coming with like beats and everything, and he'll find something like, boy, okay, let's start with that.
Okay.
And then we just, like I said,
Nine times out of 10, when people come through like, oh, I got a pack for you, like I probably wouldn't even trick none of that shit.
Really? Why?
Because building the album,
Okay.
like this Feelin The Power, that's not my typical sound. So the beat selection in there, niggas is like, you pick this?
Right.
I'm like, yeah, let's run it. Like even with Power Up, he wasn't feeling that.
Yeah.
He wasn't feeling that until he heard it. He was like, this the more.
Till he heard the song.
Till I put,
Yeah,
till I start rapping.
I was like,
Start rapping. He like, yeah,
That ain't the one.
Ain't the one.
right. Well, like I said, we both open. So he like, watch this. I'm like, all right. He started getting busy on it. I'm like, okay, I see the vision now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
like even with Floating on the Wave.
Love that.
I don't want to jump.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
I'm like, nah, because he came, like you said, he came with the whole pack, this and that. I'm like, nah.
Floating on the Wave is 11. So P did 10 Residential Part 2, and he did 11 Floating on the Wave. Right?
Pinky and Big Warner.
Yeah.
He's like, give me all my credit.
No,
He give me all.
let the record.
Yeah, he added some shit in on Power Up too. He added some shit to power up. You feel me?
Yeah, Kyle was like, yeah, you can go ahead. Shout out to Kyle Banks. He was like, you can add a
Cal
little bit.
Banks. You know,
Give a little spice, you know, a little seasoning.
but yeah, that was one of them days. We just sitting there. I'm like, bro, I need something. I don't even know. All right, just go through. So he went to some whole shit that he wasn't even expecting to go through. And I found that beat and then laid it up. Like everybody think that's Mario, man.
Yeah, that's you.
That's me.
And you.
Ah, that's fire.
And it's fire.
That's fire.
That's the type of shit to where like I get fulfilled off that because it's like having the artist like just go out their range and just like trying something new, and it work at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, that makes me happy more than anything. Cause that's my goal when I work with artists. Like, man, I know what you can do, but let's like test your range and see what you can't, you know, and continue to find yourself, you know what I'm saying, as an artist. So with him doing that, yeah, I was like, okay, we could do more of these now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And now people hear it.
Yeah.
And people hear it, they're like, oh shit, okay, I want you for this song now, but you can do that. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So,
But yeah, shouts out to shouts out my boy Zakari though, man.
man, what?
Put some finishing touches on that shit.
Dope. And yeah,
That's my daughter's favorite song.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the kids love it then, you know, it's a hit. It's a hit, the kids love it.
She can sing that shit word for word.
Wow.
Top to bottom.
What does that do for you when you hear her like find her favorite song of yours?
That shit made me cry.
Word.
Because, like I said, we dropped with a lot of people. So prior to dropping, she already know the song. You feel me? Cause she heard it when it was raw.
Yep.
So she been listening to it for the past 2-3 months. You feel me? So when it finally dropped,
Taking it in.
yes,
You knew it already.
yeah, when it finally dropped, so I go, it's the day it dropped. So I put on West Side Gun out. Cause I'm like, everybody drops, so I'm just listening to everybody's shit, you know. I'm on the way taking her to school. She like, what you put on Float on the Monday? What you doing? What you doing?
That's such a girl, you said it over again.
Yeah, she like, put the other shit on.
It kind of turned it off.
That's
Man.
shout out to West Side Gun.
For pops, man.
Hey, we was having a debate about that in the studio the other night. Who y'all think more honest when it comes to like judging music, women or kids?
Kids.
Kids for sure.
Absolutely.
Kids.
Kids done super unbiased. Cause she don't like the song because it's my song. She like the song.
Yeah, okay. There's no bias to it. There's no like, no added emotion.
Put the other shit on.
Kids listen to the beat. They listen to like the cadence. They listen to all the waves that are in the song. Like, you know, and then, you know, kids dance.
And then
Whatever
also
the vibe
they like
is.
to listen to things that they can actually repeat.
Yeah,
You know what
yes,
I'm saying? So
that too.
it feels good to them and they can repeat the words. They're on it. You know what I mean? So and that's
Catchy
a good
hooks and-
catchy. That's a good indicator, man.
So yeah, right there on the
the
spot,
kids,
she
bro.
gonna cry. I was trying not to let her see. I look back and she crying. I'm like, I was like, nigga, why you crying?
Daddy, right? I cried. I love that. That's adorable. That's a moment for sure. I mean, we skip it around, but I do want to get into song number 5, MMM. So this is to me
Money
West-
making Mitch.
the West Coast Griselda,
Yeah.
211 Triz and Bell. So I feel like,
Gang.
and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like you have a safe pocket of homies/artists that you kind of stick with. There's no going outside of this unless I'm wrong. Like, you usually keep the same homies that you gonna have features. It's them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a good safe spot to be in with Triz, with Bell, with 211. That's why when I see y'all perform,
Yeah, nah.
I'm like, oh, these niggas is on the Griselda shit. Like, this is it. You know, so kind of explain y'all chemistry. I know y'all real friends and real life behind the studio shit.
Yeah.
Like, talk about your guys' relationship.
Shit, them niggas dope.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like not even on some artist shit. Feel me? Like you said, like them really my boys.
DCF.
Them really my boys. So, we kind of built everything. Yeah, we built everything together, so to speak. Like, you know, like we been in the studio, like the grind. Like I know these niggas been grinding because I've been right there with them and vice versa. So, like if I need somebody to come rap, I already know who I'm calling. You know what I'm saying? Because I know like, all right, for sure they gonna deliver for sure. For one, two, them the homies. Like and ain't nobody fucking with it. So, like, I'ma always showcase that. I showcase that on every album. Every album, you gonna get a Bell, Triz,
Yes.
TF
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
You know, 211 too. You know, but this is after me building with 211. You know what I'm saying? Me, Bell, and Triz, we got a long history. Me and 211, we kind of we've been gelling for the past few years. So, like, but I add him into that mix because he got that same. He got like, all right. If we looking for this,
I got it.
yep, come on.
Yeah.
He got that. So, but yeah, shouts out to the homies. They gonna forever be on every project.
All right, so wrapping up song 5 with the homies 211, Triz and Bell. Song 6, Legendary Wordplay. I love the title. This is with Ice Cold Bishop again. Another one. I'm not familiar with him. This is my first intro to him.
So when you heard it, what was your first take when you heard the voice and everything?
I fuck with him.
Fuck with it?
I do.
You want to throw it all like man?
Was I thrown off?
Yeah, you want like man?
No, because TF is very like he go there. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard his voice, I just felt like I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying?
I was thrown off. I'm not gonna lie.
But I'm not surprised.
First thought you heard?
Yeah, I mean, but I liked it, but it's a commanding voice. It's like, wait, what the fuck? So it's very like cut through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, to balance it out, it's like you have a different style than he has. So it's like sometimes you may not expect to hear the 2-on-1 track, but it works. You know
It
what
does
I'm saying?
work.
Yeah. No,
He's very risky with making songs.
the first time I heard him, it was like 2017. I remember he walked in the studio. That was going on with you, man. You know, White Scope.
Didn't sell nothing.
I ain't even tell him. He all that, man. He go to the studio. I'm like, ready that? I'm like, what?
Like you know, we told that shit down.
When he come back, oh, you like that? No, I'm like, no, ain't no way. Dog.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, he all makes it grand in the food. I'm like, yeah.
All right.
I'm like, dog, y'all makes it great, man. I love it though, man. Hey, shout out Bish, man.
All right, we're gonna kind of go through it. So song 7, Palm Tree. Song number 8, Deleon. Okay, first of all, I still don't know what this means.
Deleon,
It's like hello, goodbye.
it's everything,
It's everything.
at this point. But when we first was saying it, like growing up, like that used to be like if I see the homies down the street, Deleon.
It was the call,
Yeah.
like the homie call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went on tour, said that shit on tour, and everybody said that shit back. So, and then after that shit just
Caught on.
Yeah. Now it's.
It's like every other word is Deleon.
Yeah, so listen.
I mean, cause you could say you could use it as thank you. Like, hey, pass me that phone. Okay, for sure. Deleon. Yeah, like you know, you can close a call with it. You can open a call with it. You feel me?
Bro, I'll get a text in the morning. Deleon.
Right. Top of the top. Top of the Deleon.
That's really what it is. Top of the Deleon. I'm like, yeah, what happened?
So which one, if you had to pick, right? And I know that they both part of the brand.
I know where you going.
Deleon or
Everything scandalous.
You bitch ass nigga.
Deleon.
That needs to be an extra warning. You gotta have.
Deleon.
I'm mad that's not on the project because you said that you took it off, right?
Yeah, I usually, I think I kind of say that on every album. After an intro.
Missed it.
There were Blank Kansas, Scandalous Summers, and then this one would have been.
That one. So Deleon or Everything Scandalous.
To run with?
Man, you gotta pick one.
Brandon.
I know it's like no kids, man. I know you can't
Don't do that.
Nah, really? No, which way you going to?
Deleon or Everything Scandalous.
Ooh, that's tough.
You got to
man.
drop one.
That's right.
If you had to absolutely drop one.
If I had to drop one, I'd drop Deleon.
Really?
Go with Everything Scandalous. Is that because that's the newer one and that's kind of where more the business is behind? Whereas Deleon.
Everything Scandalous is
the-
a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Deleon is a catchphrase.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
mean, everybody can relate to everything Scandalous.
Right.
You feel me? You can't really, you don't even know what Deleon is.
Yeah, she got that.
It sound good to
I
say.
know.
Let me know. Give me a shot of that.
Go get a shot on that Deleon. That's hilarious.
You feel me? Like, you know, but if, like, you could give me your version of everything Scandalous. You feel me? You don't have a version of Deleon.
Right.
So I feel like everything Scandalous more universal, you know, on top of it being what I built.
Yeah.
So
You branded it. And you are branding it. Like, if I were to associate TF with anything, it's going to be everything Stanley.
if you see ETS anywhere, you
know it's
TF.
Yeah, exactly. And then, okay, so song 9, Hootie, TF, and Schoolboy Q.
You know that guy?
No, I'm sorry. I like, you know, one of my boys hollered at some of his peoples. They emailed the verse.
It sounded forced. It sounded like you guys don't know
You
each
said
other.
the voice note.
Yeah, that was
No,
all.
he said he said
So this voice memo.
The voice note. There you go.
But nah, shouts out my nigga Q, man. You feel me? But no, that's a big record.
Yeah, it's good to hear Q. You know, I know he's working on his music right now, but that's a good introduction to hear what what Q's working on, and you guys on the track together. So I'm glad that made the cut. You know what I mean?
Bro, and that was the last. That was the last one that made the cut.
Yeah. That was the
Really?
last.
The album was
So
last
Q
up.
almost didn't make the
Oh,
album.
was it make the out? That's crazy.
Yeah, that
Was it
was
50?
supposed to be on his album.
Yep.
And that's a whole nother situation. Like with I'm like, damn. And I asked him, I'm like, what's up? So with this motherfucker.
What we doing?
So since he's cooking, are you gonna be on his project?
This would have been the record.
This would have been the record.
But once I found out he wasn't using it, it fits perfect where it's at, man. Because like this record was recorded 2 years ago.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, this record was recorded 2 years ago, and but when I did residential, like I never had adding that there.
Yeah.
You feel me? But the subject, just how the song ended,
Yeah.
like once I got the green light that it was good, I already had the spot for it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it wasn't like, damn, where do we put this?
Right.
You know, where do we put this song? It was like, it already was like, okay, this fits
love
right
that.
into
Yeah.
residential.
And you guys have a real. I mean, you guys are real friends, real homies. Is there politics to getting Q on the song? I mean, y'all toured together. Y'all had so much motion for so many years. But is there politics? Like,
really.
you know what I mean? Like, do you gotta go?
Hyperspeed,
You gotta
like,
go to Top and shit. Like, Top, can I get this record on my album? Like, is there?
Nah.
Okay.
It ain't nothing like that.
Okay.
But I make sure I tap in on all ends.
Yeah.
Just based on,
The business.
yeah, you know, like, is it like, you know, I tap in, like, obviously, like, if he say it's good, but I still be like, yo, I'm gonna use this out and this and that and this and that.
Yeah.
Primary artist, all that type of shit. You know, that's major at this point, cause a lot of motherfuckers can't get that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I don't like to make it seem like I'm going over motherfuckers' heads and shit. I just holler at niggas like, yo, you know, chop it up.
Tap in for sure.
Yeah.
All right, 10 and 11, produced by The Big Bucko, Residential Part 2, and Floating on the Wave. All right, P, we see you.
Trying to do the best I can do out here, man. That's it, man.
Yeah, and then 12, right? Big Worm, Pinky, 13.
Big Worm, my
TF,
favorite right
Triz.
now.
That's your favorite?
Worm.
Why is that your favorite?
Big Worm been my favorite.
Yeah,
It's either Big Worm or the intro.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. I mean, I just like, cause I'm a lyric driven listener.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, I pick up on that, and then the beat comes second for me. So,
Dope. Song 14, You Gotta Feel It. So this is You Gotta Feel It, and then song 1 is Can You Feel It, or was supposed to be I Can Feel It. Okay.
Is that the right title? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, dope. And we end the project with Hidden Stages, featuring Absol.
So my two favorites are the intro and the outro. Obviously for the setting the tone. You got the homie Absol on there. But you mentioned something to me at the radio session. I want you to break it down. All right, that was called Hidden Stages. But throughout the album, there's a few stages on there, and it's broken down. And I want you to kind of break that down again for the people that it may have gone over their heads. Because you told me, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, if you listen to the album straight through, you hear a woman saying something in French.
Between certain songs, yeah.
Yeah. it's like-
And this album?
Yeah, it's like one after
Yeah,
four
don't
or five.
skip it. If you don't skip it, you'll hear. She
I have to
pops-
let it ride. I have to let it play then.
like, she pops up and she says stage 1,
In French.
and then a few songs
Really?
later stage 2.
It's very subtle. If you listen to the album, you'll hear it say
shuffle
something.
it.
Yeah, nah.
Don't shuffle.
Listen to it straight through. If you listen to it straight through now, like me telling you this, like it's different stages of the album. So it's stage one, and then stage one would be the intro, obviously, and then it goes in like that's why it's the sound. It sound like it's all over the place, but once you get the stages,
Oh man.
then it's like you get it. So and then from track 2 to Money Making
Probably,
Mitch.
yep, 2 to 5.
Money Making Mitch, then that's the shift in the sound. And it goes to
Legendary wordplay.
legendary words play, palm trees,
Yeah.
like it's a whole different sound. And then that stage would go into stage 3, and then stage 4, floating on the waves, all the way back to the last one would be hidden stages. And that's why the track is titled Hidden Stages.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And actually,
To even come up with that concept is crazy.
But we
very
spent
but very
spent
creative.
We spent like fucking 3 days in there, like, bro, how are we gonna get it to make all this shit flow?
Oh, yeah.
If you just listen to it, it sounds good just listening to it, but I'm like, it's missing something because you don't get what I'm doing. You feel me? Because I'm still telling the story here and there. Like you get it, bits and pieces, but like how can I like lock it in to where you know like okay this part of the album, this part of the album.
So if you had to break it down for the folks, and tell me if do you want people to digest it this way, or would you rather them listen to the music? I'm gonna ask you, what's stage 1? If you had to describe what stage 1 is.
Stage 1, like the intro, like this where I'm at. If you listen to what I'm saying, you feel me? I'm rapping slightly. I'm I'm coming in like, bro, I'm dealing with this. You feel me? I'm going through this. I'm transitioning, to not being under the influence on certain shit. You feel me?
It's like vulnerability.
So yeah, so I'm like, this is what this album is on. But then, do your gun work or not? You feel me? That piece is still there.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that. Life is still that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Everything's still scandalous.
Yeah. But that's that stage. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Stage 2.
stage 2, it's like that goes into legendary wordplay.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
stage-
on 6.
Yeah. So boom.
That's
it's
the
like,
middle
man,
of the album.
I'm still rapping. I'm still rapping. Like I'm still dealing with all this shit, but I'm still on some rap shit. I'm still coming through like this. You feel me? And then stage 3 is after
And the kick off floating away.
stage.
No, probably probably DeLeon, 7 or 8.
Stage 3 is DeLeon.
Yeah, DeLeon.
And then Hody.
Yeah. So no.
Because you
That's
have
still stage 2. That's still stage 2. So stage 2 is like, okay, yeah, I'm still rapping, boom, and then it goes into palm trees where,
That's 7.
like, I'm still in the community. I'm still seeing this. I'm still dealing with all this shit, and then that goes into Hody, which connects into residential. So
Yeah.
it's like niggas. And then, like, if you listen to the end of residential, you hear it's like, bro, like, oh, I went down.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm looking at 2 strikes, all that type of shit. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And then that breakdown at the end of that, like, the walk away, just like, walk away from this shit, nigga. Then that goes into stage 3. And that's why I'm at mentally. Well, I'm saying I'm floating on the web.
so now I really need to go back
That's
and
why-
listen
no, I
to
just-
it in order.
I love
listen
that
to that.
you broke it down like that, because again, when you told me, I had to go back and listen to it, and I'm just like, oh, as a listener, it gives me a whole completely different experience about your mental state and what you're doing, and how it's not necessarily how serious you take it, but how detailed it is. And it, just like anything, like when somebody's telling the story, it's one way of looking at it, but then when you put the captions on, it's like, oh, now I can go along with the review. If I find out different tidbits, going back and listening to it gives us a completely different experience.
Correct.
My question to you is, do you rather listeners and fans find it on their own, or would you prefer to kind of like let the cat out the bag, you know what I'm saying, and kind of guide them through the experience?
Something like this, you wouldn't get it unless you know me. You know what I'm saying? As a listener, you just listening like, oh, this, because you don't even know what the fuck she's saying.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? Unless you really go back and listen and be like, I wonder what the fuck she's saying. And then it's like, oh, she's saying stage 1, stage 2.
We would have never understood that or caught it.
You get what I'm saying? Like, but some people.
But listen, you have fans worldwide,
Yeah.
so, and you have those type of fans that will dig into it and find out little pieces and little, you know, nuggets and gems like that.
Yeah, so it's been a few people that's been like, I caught that.
Wow.
You feel me? But you know, so it's just like little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
It's like,
No, anything. He's so. By the way, finish.
go ahead.
I say he's so intentional, like with this whole thing. Like, fun fact about that, bro. We was in the studio really trying to figure out. We went through like 4 different languages. We calling people like, say this in German. Say this in Arabic. I probably like, nah, that ain't go.
Like,
Like it's too strong.
we had all that. We was like, all right, let's play it.
So let's be like, nah. After the song, I took out night down and everything.
It was all women. Okay.
All women.
It still sounds great.
Sexy at all.
And,
You Japanese. Oh, it really was that though. It really was that, man. Until we stumbled across the world treasure, and that got it.
We sat there. I actually got footage of that. We sitting in there for hours and just calling people. It's like 4 in the morning. We
Yes,
like, bro.
it
We
is.
like, man. And then one motherfucker like, hey, I got it. He said it through.
this the one. So Chuck's favorite is intro, outro.
So wait, the outro,
Yeah, the hidden stage.
Hidden Stages. So boom, Hidden Stages. It's called Hidden. It's titled Hidden Stages because like stages
Or they're hitting in the
they're hidden
song,
throughout
yeah.
the you feel me? But it's an extra track that comes after
So
the song with Ab Soul. It's an extra song, like a hidden song that was titled Hidden Stages. The Ab Soul song wasn't titled Hidden Stages.
At all.
what?
So once again, Chuck, you like, man, we just we would just
So
be
the only reason why that song is not on the album, because when we dropped the single, you know, with the whole streaming shit, like if we didn't use that song, we don't get those streams.
Yeah. You have to.
So if I come through
That makes sense.
with the song with the extended version,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a whole nother song.
Okay.
So we don't get to, with the stream. So we like,
Fuck that.
you just cut it. You
Damn.
know what I mean? So yeah, that song being at the end of the song, like really solidifies the Hidden Stage. Yeah.
That's a trip, bro.
So, but it's still a dope outro song.
No, I get it.
Like if you never knew that, you'd be like, oh
yeah,
shit.
take it as it is.
It fits, but it's like it's so. Are there plans to release that song at some point? in
Well,
time?
I released it. It's on like via Instagram. Like that's the one where I say
That's what it is.
the Hidden Stages. Everybody like, oh, where is this shit at?
It's so much I gotta go back now and like
I love that.
I gotta go all the way back and just like really I gotta.
Well, no, well, it goes back to what you
was
was saying earlier. We was on camera. It was like bring back the CD because with the CD book you can read it while you.
You would've been able to
listening
identify
to it,
certain
and
things,
Bring
yeah.
back the CD book. It ain't even gotta be like. That's a good idea. Like
As a
you ain't gotta have CDs though. Just the
As a
books.
consumer, I would like something tangible.
What if you sell? What if you just sell just a book pack?
That'd be fire too.
You know what I'm saying? That
I'll
was the
take
CD
that.
case.
I'll take
It's
that.
boom. I'm selling books. So
take that.
you go sell.
I actually did something like that with Scallop Summer.
What's that?
Scallop Summer, we dropped the Bandcamp version, and that shit had everything like a digital. It was a digital
booklet.
digital copy. The shit. Me and Polly Rob.
That's fire.
Shit. So that was dope. But
Yeah, I want a CD book.
About this is that again, and this is the whole premise of the show. It's like we break it down out.
Yeah.
And even as a consumer, as a fan, you can go back and kind of get like listen to it and have a different experience than maybe you had before. And I love the fact that you broke that down and kind of like guiding people through it because again, it's a different experience that people look like get from it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure. But for the most part, if you do put it on shuffle, you can still kind of get the picture of, you know, like what's going on, as in the storyline. You feel me? But if you listen to it from top to bottom, you get what I'm dealing with in real life.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, shout out my nigga Python because he helped with that. Like, even though like we was like, I'm coming up with the concepts and the ideas and shit, and he like, well, you know, we just helping curate the sound and just piecing it together.
Yeah.
You know, just me and him every session.
Every session, that's fire.
That'd be the best part, man.
And my favorite 2 songs are 3 and 4, Power Up and For the Low.
I wrote Power Up in the gym.
Wait, what? Okay. Were you on a machine? Were you running? Like, walk me through how do you actually?
On the treadmill?
In your head though.
You on the treadmill with it?
Just instrumental. Instrumental. You know, I'm working out. I'm like, this shit sound hard. You know, just the beat alone.
Yeah,
it's
beat's
like
hard.
a workout song. So, yeah, that's probably why I feel like that. I wrote most of that in the gym.
Well, that's probably why it's called Power Up then. Yeah. It was powering up on them weights.
Going power clean.
Powering up in the gym.
Track 1, we get Python City track 1. I think right before you guys released.
You talked about that.
Yeah, he's sending me 2 different versions of it. And bro, I swear, and I think I told you this, I ran like 7 miles that day with that shit on repeat.
Yeah.
The
The whole album is like a solid. It's super solid for the gym.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, right on ran up. But that's fire though. Like you actually felt the power.
Oh no,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole goal of the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's about the feeling.
Yeah.
More so than just rapping on beats. You know what I'm saying? Like we had conversations like that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just provide feeling, because you can just rap on beats all day, but if it's just empty feeling, then you know you can go on it. But like you said, you put it on, you like, man, I can do this all day. Like just this all on repeat. So man, we continue to do that, man.
Right. Feelin The Power, 15 songs, 45 minutes collectively. I feel like personally you don't do any wrong to me when it comes to rapping. Like I listen for lyrics first. Like I want to hear what you're talking about, and I feel like you kill that every time. So if I had to listen to TF just to listen to what he's going to say and get the story, that's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's very cohesive too. Like, I mean, I don't want to say every song sounds like like the one before, because it doesn't. But I would say the only thing for me is probably why I would give it an 8 is because like I know you can turn it up. I know, but you rap. You just rap. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I want to see maybe a little shit. TF don't make girl records. I don't think. No.
Well, Floating on the Wave was kind of
Like that was probably it. But I'm talking about like an actual like.
Nah. Yeah, I got like,
Cute little fabulous song or something. You know?
Khrissy won the whole 21 questions. That's what he won.
TF get this fat bag. You know what I'm saying?
Why I got that?
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
The
But
whole like
I guess that was probably what I felt like maybe missing specifically. But this pop album wasn't that though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'll probably give it an 8. But this, going back now, I gotta really listen to it because I guess there's stuff that I've
Probably in the hidden
missed.
stage. You missed it.
Probably for sure in the hit stage.
It's floating.
Oh, in the middle all the way.
in there. You ain't miss. You thought it was a card. That's what it is.
It's like it don't
It was the card. Serenade the whole the card. You want shots of the card.
low key it up.
TF harmonizing on that thing.
Low. For the low, but for real though, like you don't do no wrong when it comes to this rapping shit. Like you kill that. You kill that. So for me, it's a very good project. I know you already got something cooking because this was dropped 3 months ago. So I already know something else is in the works.
Yeah, I'm working on another album, but right now we shooting visuals to like half the album.
To this, yeah.
Should, yeah.
And you should. It's a lot of great songs that need visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which visual's gonna be at the Rock Nation brunch?
All of them.
Yeah.
Because we shooting it like as a short film.
Okay.
So we gonna drop them as, I ain't gonna really give too much like that. You feel me? But,
Right. You don't want to get my
yeah, we got some shit coming with the visuals, man, for Feelin The Power.
I love that.
So
All right. So before we wrap up with you, do you have any song that? And I think this is a Chunk Dizzle question too. Do you have a song on here that you really didn't like that much, or wasn't feeling that made the project?
the hidden stage. Well, that's not even like it, but that's one that didn't make it.
Yeah, technically. One that
that
you
was
weren't,
an
one that
hidden
you weren't necessarily feeling that made it, but then it worked.
The one that barely missed the cut.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling ignorant.
Damn.
Really?
Going back to that.
Yeah. But that was before the tweaks.
And you did mention there was a component that was supposed to go before it as well,
Yeah.
right? And then just kind of like
But that was before we came with the French piece.
oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, because there was some ignorant shit. Motherfucker, come too long. Birthday scandals, you bitch ass.
It was that, yep.
Yeah.
So,
I love that. What about you, P? You got a couple of standouts?
Juicy J.
No, like I said, Big Worm.
Yeah.
The intro, Pinky. Like those are, like Power Up. It's really the whole thing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like it's really one of the albums you can play from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Like I said, and it's so colorful. You can literally like, it's like going on a journey. Like listening
Yes,
to that album.
it is.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I really.
I didn't really get to touch on Big Worm. Like,
That's a serious record too.
yeah, that's Big Worm. I was super transparent in that record. Only because like it's so he made that beat on the spot. And like I'm just listening to not even really the beat, but just the extra little pieces inside the beat. Like the little like shit that sound like it's whizzing by, like
Yeah.
all that type of stupid shit. But you know, I touch on a whole lot of stuff in that record, and I say, you know, I'm just rapping about some shit don't nobody want to hear about. Feel me? Ain't nobody trying to hear none of that shit. Feel me? Niggas trying to hear all that kind of shit. So
With a love record, with a turned up shit.
yeah,
look,
yeah, but that's
Just one cute one.
I'm fucking with you.
But
But
yeah,
that's to your point.
That's like it wasn't for that.
This is not this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Like,
It wasn't for this.
Being very mono, man. And look, and we can close it out. Like, I just got a 2-part question for you. Like I said, me seeing your journey also, but I kind of want you like let the people kind of hear that. Like, with you on your sobriety, like journey and everything. Like, what was the difference you felt recording, like even Scouts before that versus like you recording like now, like as far as your focus, energy? Because I remember seeing both. You came from like having like bottles and then Feelin The Power. It's acai bowls and acai bowls and smoothies. I mean, you pulling up with that.
Shit like that. I was doing a water fast recording that shit.
Wow.
Yeah. One time I caught up with just bone broth.
Yep.
He like,
Yeah.
Wait,
What is going on?
I'm talking about like during the session, we'll stop. And let's go over here. We go to some
Like
random
this?
Chinese spot and get some bone plus some real authentic slow-mo, bro.
I couldn't eat at the time. I'm like on day 6. I'm like, bruh.
So what was the difference that you, as far as your energy, your focus before and afterwards? Like, did you see a major change or it was just?
Yeah, because that was maybe 3 months into, you know, my run on sobriety.
Yeah.
So what's bad, man? That's amazing.
And like I cracked before trying to, you know, cut the shit. And I cracked. You know, just based on I was at a roadblock. I was in a rut, like on some writing shit, you feel me? Like I really couldn't get shit off. I was just like, until I recorded the intro. And once I recorded that intro, I knew like this was gonna be that record right there solidified what I was trying to do, like that. And I titled the album off that song, cause that's how I was feeling. I was feeling the power. You feel me? So, that record helped with that whole process of me staying sober.
So was it something was like you recorded Feelin The Power that gave you the confidence? Okay, I can actually do this like sober. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Because like that was I feel like that was this one of my rawest intros, and off that intro I knew this was gonna be my best album. Just off that one song, because I had to top that.
Was there a tipping point for you to say, man, I'm done doing this? Because being in the industry, that's, you know, it's filled with that. Yeah. Like, was there a point where did you wake up, or did something actually happen, like, to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you say, man, you know what, cold turkey?
Well, my kids getting older.
Now,
And you know, my son, I'm a reflection of him at this point. Yeah. Because everybody sees what's going on, even if it's just via Instagram or, you know, and if I'm shaded on this motherfucker every night, you know, it's like, damn, you know, that's cool. Like, I'm still getting shit done, but it's like, he gonna love me regardless. But I wanted him to be like, that's my pops. You feel me? Good. Because I know a lot of motherfuckers deal with a lot of shit behind the scenes. That's like, I got my dad. You feel me? Yeah. But it ain't like, that's my pop. Exactly. So hell yeah. So like, I had a lot of thought behind staying solid, you know, outside of recording, outside of you know, I got a lot of motherfuckers depending on me. Yeah. You feel me? And I know motherfuckers that's dealing with this shit see me, and it's like, damn, I know if this motherfucker could do this shit, I could do that shit.
Yeah. And how the reception you feel when people DM you or hit you like, man, I'm doing my journey because
it's crazy. I got a call from one of my boys, and he was like, bro, she ain't do that shit. Like, that shit changed my life. Wow. See? I'm like, damn. On the way here, he called me and was like, you know, like, I just came back from Woonty Wop and see that. Like, you know, seeing what you doing right now is just super motivational, super inspirational, all that type of shit, man. So, you know, being able to do that shit on top of, you know, making the family proud and, you know, especially moms. Moms used to hate me calling in the middle of the night. She like, bro, I'm thinking he went jail. I'm thinking crimes. I'm thinking, you know, like,
Scare call.
yeah, she like, damn. So now she know for sure. So like, I don't even worry about you. The fact just taking that little piece off mom's head, you know, and she know I'm straight, and then she see the like this album changed the nigga life. Yeah, you feel me? So,
it's dope to see you actually like start off with what you want the album to be, you know, give motivation and actually see that throughout and make a lifestyle change in the middle of that in real time. So, you know, we're obviously, I tell you all the time, I'm proud of you. I love seeing the journey. I love to continue to see that the evolution, and that's what platforms like this is about. So, you know, actually have you hear and break the album down in a way that you may or may not have been able to do before. So we appreciate your time, man. Any last words you want to tell people?
Yeah, man, if y'all dealing with something, man, keep pushing, get through it. You know, it is motherfuckers that's, you're not the only one, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that shit does get easier. But push through it, you know? Or shit, keep it scandalous.
Everything's scandalous.
Everything's scandalous. Feelin The Power out right now. We got visuals coming. 24 gonna be a solid year for everybody. I'm already knowing everybody. The whole squad got a whole lot of shit coming. Upcoming. You feel me? So yeah, stay tuned, stay tapped in. Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday, every Saturday to Apollo stand up. Yeah, ETS.
And on that note, we out. Peace. Check the record. Shout out to Shakawear.
Catch y'all next time, man. We out.
Let's go.